guys, welcome back to my page. I am the Reflective Perspective Oracle. My name is Charlene. Today I asked Spirit what it is that I should base my pick a card reading on, and the next question card popped out. Okay, so that talks about not wanting to acknowledge something, not wanting to talk about something, but it also talks about that, you know, you will get to this place of wanting to talk about it eventually. So maybe after this reading, you'll want to take a look at what Spirit has brought in for you. So look at the piles, whichever you're intuitively drawn to. Maybe you're drawn to more than one, that's cool too. Timestamps are going to be in the description box as always. So let's get started with pile number one. All right, so if you chose pile number one, this piece of snow obsidian, let's see what Spirit is saying that you aren't acknowledging at this time. So we've got, at least it's not as bad as last time. Ladies who lunch, stop it, just stop it. And they're building a life for you right now. Okay. Are these all in plain sight? Can we see? All right. So pile one, what Spirit is saying that you are not acknowledging at this time is that you are settling for something far less than what it is that you are capable of, far less than what it is that you deserve. Okay, you know, at least it's not as bad as last time is a card that speaks about staying in a place of uncomfortability because it's more comfortable than jumping into the unknown. Okay, and you're settling for that, i.e., being able to say to yourself, you know, well, as if you were saying to yourself, at least it's not as bad as last time, so I'll just stay here, that kind of thing, right? But Spirit's coming through to say, could you please stop that? I'm not laughing at you, I'm sorry. It's just, this card is quite funny to me. It's just, it's very blunt, right? And that's what our deck is all about, is like, it's funny, it's blunt, it's basically a deck about doing shadow work and introspection. And so Spirit's coming through to say, you know, stop that. And why they're saying stop that is because you actually, pile one, are this boss energy, okay? And this boss energy is capable of so much more than just being stuck and stagnant and settling for something that is not any longer in alignment with your energy, and that you are so much more capable of moving on, stepping into this boss energy, being a, you know, a mystical, magical manifester, having all it is that you desire. But again, you know, maybe it will soften the idea around, you know, not acknowledging it if you can come to terms with the fact that, you know, Spirit's saying here, they're building a life for you right now, which means that this situation right here, excuse me, this situation right here was given to you to show you that, like, as if it was, again, our cards are all mirrors, right? So it's a mirror. It's mirroring to you what it is that you are no longer in alignment with, and it's asking you to take this as an opportunity to step into your true alignment, which is this boss energy, okay? Spirit gave you, Spirit, Source, God, whatever you'd like to call it, my loves, they gave you this opportunity, right? They put you here, and it's up to you to want to stop and step into who you truly are. So this might be something that you're not acknowledging right now, and Spirit's asking you to just maybe take a little quick peek at it. Look at it as, you know, it's happening for you, not to you, and that might soften the energy of, you know, being afraid to take the next step. Because if this is what the next step is, then you've got a whole heck of a lot more that's beautiful and abundant waiting for you, rather than staying in this, oh, I'll just stay here because, you know, comparatively, at least it's not as bad as last time, right? So that might be what you aren't acknowledging, pile one. Be kind to yourself. I'm being drawn to this obsidian here. Snow obsidian, grounding, right? Ground yourself. Ground yourself into the power and, like, the personal power that you have. You know that you are much better than what it is that you think that you should stick with at this time, okay? So I hope that resonated for you, pile number one. Moving on to pile number two, if you chose this piece of Sunstone, let's see what it is that Spirit says you aren't acknowledging at this time. We've got asking for a friend, set fire to the rain, what are your goals, and level up. Okay, so pile 2. There might be something that's happening in your life right now that you're having a really hard time talking about. Like you're able to talk about it, but it's kind of like asking for a friend. So you're not in your full power when you're speaking about this. You're kind of tiptoeing around situations, you know, pretending like you might be asking for someone else just to see what others how they would respond around you, that kind of thing. And you know, the message here is that there are no stupid questions, right? If somebody's meant to be in your life, they're going to accept you for anything and everything that you truly are. And, you know, you shouldn't have fear about standing in your power, standing in your truth, speaking what it is that you feel and think, right? And the right people will stick around. And so I say this because we've got level up here, which Spirit's saying, like, you know that you can do better than just sitting in this, you know, wishy-washy kind of energy. Spirit's also saying that it's got you it's making you angry and confused and frustrated, and maybe with yourself, right? Just, you know, again, always coming back to knowing that the right people, places, and situations will stay as long as you stay in your truth. And if things fall apart with someone or something, they will always be replaced with better people that are more in alignment with your goals, your ideas, right? You never, Spirit will never take something away and then not replace it with something that's more in alignment with you and your ideals and what it is you believe and think, right? You're also being asked to not be engulfed by the emotions, right? Look at it, let the feelings up and out, which will get you to the next level, by the way. Like, if you stifle these emotions, if you always stifle your voice and you cut yourself off, you know, maybe do some throat chakra work, you know, then you're not going to be able to get to this next level of who you truly are, stepping into your true authenticity, right? As I said, speak your truth. Have no fear. Everything is valid. All your feelings are valid. All your emotions are valid, because they're yours. And, you know, that's what we're here to do, is feel, right? If we always stifle our emotions and stifle our thoughts and we don't speak the truth, then we never truly grow. We do not level up, okay? So Spirit's saying, keep your eye on the prize, keep your actions in alignment with your goals, and if, you know, like, those actions need to be that you speak your truth. You say how you feel, you let those emotions up and out, but you don't let them engulf you. And this, I feel, Pal 2, is what you aren't willing to acknowledge at this time. So hopefully this reading helped you, because remember, this is a message from Spirit, right? This is them saying, hey, we see what you're going through, and we're here to confirm that, you know, you can do better, and we want better for you, and you should want better for yourself, right? So again, speak your truth. The right people, places, and situations will stick around and enable you to become all that you are meant to be, to truly step into your power, into your alignment, right? So I hope that resonated for you, pile number 2. And finally, if you chose pile number 3, this piece of emerald, let's see what Spirit says that you aren't acknowledging at this time. So we've got hair straight back, romantic gesture, enough of chapter 7, and do you. Okay. Pile 3, Spirit's coming through to say here that you are not acknowledging yourself enough, okay? You are always wanting to go hair straight back, full steam ahead on giving others, you know, more of you than you give yourself, right? And this is something that you've been doing for a very long time. Even the ones that you love the most, right? The closest people to you, because, you know, you kind of have this attitude of like, what will make me a better person, or what makes me a good person, is the amount of love I show to others, and, you know, how much I give to them, right? But this is a cycle that needs to be broken. It's a chapter that's been read far too many times, and, you know, you need to turn the page on that, right? Because the Do You card speaks about stepping into your authenticity, your sovereignty, right? really making choices and decisions based on what it is that's most in alignment with your heart, your mind, your soul. Really acknowledging that you know yourself the best, and that nobody else can really or should be able to dictate to you what it is you do, where you spend your energy, that kind of thing. You know, really stepping into your truth here, showing yourself love in bigger ways, right? And that even means, like, when we say bigger ways, we don't mean like, you know, go out and spend a bajillion dollars on yourself. No, this means like pulling back the reins on how much you even share yourself, right? Just your energy. You know, maybe you always answer the phone every time one of your friends calls, right? Or you know, but maybe you were reading a book and you really wanted to just enjoy that book, but you always give more, what's the word I want? Like, you give more, what is the word I want? You give, like, you put others in priority over yourself, right? And, you know, Spirit's coming through to say, like, if anything, could you please go hair straight back, full steam ahead on really loving yourself first, right? Stepping into your true authenticity. Turn that page, right? Because again, if the people in your life, especially the ones that you love the most, if they can't see that, you know, maybe you're changing and you need more time to yourself, you need to really focus on, you know, loving yourself more, then they're not meant to be in your life, right? Like, this is something that you could not be acknowledging at this time. So Spirit's just really coming through to say, show yourself more love in a bigger way, okay? Go full steam ahead with joy and love in your heart, and know that the right people, places, and situations are going to stick around, and understand that when you need time for you and you're going to stick to what you need to do for yourself, you know, we can't pour from an empty cup. I know that's a very cliche thing to say, but it's the truth, right? It's the truth. So this might be what you aren't acknowledging at this time, pile 3. Just take a little more time for you, and, you know, stick to that, and know that it's, you know, it's coming from a place of love. You're not meaning to hurt other people. You're not meaning to all of a sudden cut them off of all this love that you've been giving them, but you really need to acknowledge the fact that you need more for yourself, right? And that's the message for you, pile 3. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. I finally reached 200 followers. Big day for me. So thank you guys so much for being here. I super appreciate that. If you're into the Mystical Magical Mirror Reflective Perspective booklet and deck, check the link in our bio. They are there available for you. If you're interested in a private reading, I'm here for that as well. Thank you guys so much for coming back. Love your energy. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day.